Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mila, you're at LOA Archives, and today I'm going to be reading Anonymous Bookish Confessions that were sent to my Instagram. Well, it was like a question thing, and reacting to them in real time. Oh, the intro. So, this is my phone. I borrowed my mom's phone to film this because I can't really go back and forth. So, a couple of days ago, I put up on my story being like, yo, send me your most unhinged bookish confessions, please. And y'all pulled through. So, please ignore the background noise. Ignore the background noise. Okay, so where are we at? Okay. So we're gonna go through them. The first one is, I often pick the books I read based on the cover, not the actual story. Honestly, I sometimes do that too. Like, if I want a book on my shelf and it doesn't have an appealing cover, I'm not gonna get it. Like, for example, the let me see. What book can I think of? Oh, there's one book called The Other Merlin, and it's like, it sounds so awesome. It's like this queer King Arthur retelling or whatever. The cover is not it. The cover does not do it for me. So apparently there's going to be a redesign of the cover plus a sequel announced, according to the author on TikTok. So I'm very excited for that. But for now, if I do end up reading this, it's gonna be on my Kobo, so I don't have to display it anywhere. Also, for example, the book Kraken Calling by Erin McBay, I think that's the name of the author. I don't know much about this book, and that was purely a cover buy. This piece of hair is killing me. It's really annoying. There we go. That's better. So yeah, I think that's a valid reason to want to or not want to buy a book, because like, I get the whole don't judge a book by its cover, but I think it's kind of like, I understand that when it comes to people, don't judge a book by its cover, but when it comes to books, I think if it's not the synopsis, then it's the cover that's gonna get you readers, to be honest. Okay, so the next one is, I like mass market paperbacks. So yeah, I like mass market paperbacks. And another one is, people make a big deal about not cracking spines, and to me it's a sign that the book is loved. Yeah, like, I mean, obviously it's my books. I try to keep them in good condition so that I can read them later without, fearing that it's gonna fall apart. But if you look at my copy of The Lightning Thief, it's fallen apart. The cover has fallen off. And if you look at my copies of Harry Potter, if you look at my copies of if you look at my brother's copy of, there's a specific Dogman book, has fallen apart. I think it's also because my sister sort of ripped it apart, but that's another thing. But yeah, like, if you want to crack the spine of your books, go ahead. I don't care about it. Like, I don't care. Like, you do you. I felt really bad about this though, because it was a library book still. That's one of the reasons why I got my own copy. But I was reading Oathbringer. I got it out from the library. It's a mass market paperback. And mass market paperbacks, especially if they're long ones, you can't not expect to like read it without cracking the spine. So it's just like, it's folded, the spine has been broken, and it was in pristine condition before I took it out of the library. So yeah, I'm fine. Another one is, I used to dog-ear pages and break spines before 2 years ago when I got into Bookstagram. Honestly, sometimes I still dog-ear pages, especially if it's like a second-hand book. I don't fear as much because it's been like pre-loved already. But I try not to dog ear my pages. I just sort of like flip it over and then page stays. But then again, I do use my Kobo a lot now since I'm reading the Dresden Files. And there is actually dog ear feature. So like if I want to go back to another point in the book, I just do the dog ear feature on my Kobo, and it sort of bookmarks the page as where it was last, and then I can go back and forth. But yeah, another one is these are, a lot of them are like, okay, you know what, we'll just keep going. Another one is, I let my paperbacks get ruined, creased, stained, ripped because I think it gives them character. Honestly, yeah, again, if you look at my copy of The Lightning Thief, it has been loved. Oh my goodness, you guys don't understand. Like, I have gone years. I reread this book every single year without fail, and it was, I love this book, yeah, you know. It was one of my favorite books it is one of my favorite books, and I'm not that worried about sort of creasing and stuff like that because I take good care of my books, and I don't want to read a book with like wrinkled pages because that's not comfortable for me. But if it's like the spine is cracked, if there's like dog-eared pages, it gives me the nostalgia of like being, for example, with The Lightning Thief, 12 years old and discovering this new world and dog-earing constantly, you know, and flipping the book over to keep my page and stuff, throwing it in my school backpack. So, you know, yeah, it does add character, and I think it's nice. Next one is, it makes me happy when the books fall apart from rereading because it's a sign that I love them. Again, Lightning Thief, Harry Potter. Well, my Harry Potter books haven't really fallen apart, but you can see that there are creases and stuff in the dog-ear pages, everything. So I keep going back to Lightning Thief because that's the only book I can really remember really reading constantly to the point where it's falling apart. So another one is, when my family and friends don't read the books I buy them, I think of ways to steal them. LOL. This is honestly, steal it back. Like, you paid, you went through all this trouble. It's just so funny. You went through all this trouble to find a book you think your family or your friend, your family member or your friend will like, and then they don't read it, and it's just like, wow, all this research, all this, like, you know, time that I tried to figure out what book to get them, and they don't even read it. Like, honestly, steal it back. Like, if they don't appreciate you for that, then you don't deserve the book. Next one is, first person POV is usually the worst. Yeah, I think I find myself enjoying third person POV, especially when it's the like an omniscient narrator, like a know-it-all narrator. Yeah, I don't know, because, you know, a lot of the time if it's first person, there's the case of it being an unreliable narrator, but sometimes it could really work because, for example, in Percy Jackson we have the first 5 books, right? Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the original books were in first person from Percy's point of view, but and we see him sort of saying that he's like, oh, he's, you know, he's just this teenage guy, and he's not powerful or whatever. And then you see this contrast from Heroes of Olympus, right? Hazel mistakes him for a god. Okay, this like, it's sort of like an unreliable narrative, but it works because it's so funny, right? It's an unreliable narrative, but it's funny because it's like Percy doesn't think he's, you know, all that cool, right? He doesn't think he's all that powerful. And then you have Hazel, who mistakes him for a god. You have I think he picks a fight with Mars in the first several pages of Son of Neptune. You know what I mean? And it's just funny, you know. Next one is, I have a friend who bought an international cover because the cover was cooler, and I feel her. Honestly, yeah. Like, I got Electra from a giveaway, right? And it was the Waterstones cover, the UK cover. And yes, I like that cover more than I like the the US one, because the US one isn't really giving Greek mythology, you know. I especially love the UK cover of Ariadne. I think it really gives the Greek vibes, and that's what it's supposed to give. Whereas the US one doesn't really. Or for example, I'm just trying to think of what other book I wanted to get the UK cover. Oh yeah, I would say that I do like the Stormlight Archives UK covers more, just because of the vibe that it gives. Although I do think the US covers are cool, but if I had the chance, I would have gotten the UK cover. It's just that it's pricey to send it overseas and yada yada yada. So, next one is, sometimes I watch a booktube videos. I watch a booktube video to get energized to read. Yeah, I do it all the time. I put on like a read with me in the background. I hope it's my YouTube videos you're watching to get energized to read. I hope it is. But I also watch booktube to get inspired, be like, what's my next video idea? Although I have like a list of them, but then I don't really end up filming the other ideas because I'm like, oh, this is fun and this is gonna be easy to edit. This will be up in time for the next time I have to upload. Because I'm trying to keep a consistent schedule, but that doesn't happen sometimes. Next one is, I sometimes purposely lose certain books so I can buy the prettier new editions instead. Okay, I can't really justify this because personally I don't do that. If I don't like the original cover, then I'm not gonna buy the original cover. I'll just buy the prettier one, which is why, for example, Electra, again, I haven't bought those books in the US cover because I didn't really like them, and I wanted to see how I could get Ariadne and Electra in the UK covers because I like those more. But the stars have aligned and I got Electra, the UK cover, so now I have to get the UK cover for Ariadne as well. Don't ask how, but my dog is now somehow scared of books. What? What? I mean, my cat is scared of a lot of things. But how was your dog scared of books? That's an interesting one. That's a very interesting one. Okay. A good thing I don't have water with me right now, otherwise I would have spit my water everywhere. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save that one for last because that one's hilarious. I don't mind when most book spines get broken. I'm glad books are getting used. Again, I'm all for it. It's your books. Do with it what you want. I didn't read PGO series till early this year. Honestly, that's fine. I feel like there's a lot of YA series that you could have gotten into. For example, there's like Keepers of the Lost Cities, the School for Good and Evil, there's stuff like Shadow and Bone and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different fandoms especially if you're going from like Harry Potter and you're branching off into the other ones. I clicked with Percy Jackson because of the humor that the author uses and the way he writes a 12-year-old kid. I found that very relatable. So it's fine if you don't read prettier. Like, welcome to the club. We're cool. It's cool. I started reading YA when I was 13. Yeah, that checks out. Honestly, I don't see what the problem with that is, to be honest. And the last one is I did start reading YA when I was 13, I think. 13, 14 maybe. Like okay, whenever whenever Divergent came out, that's when I started reading YA. I don't remember when Divergent came out. It had been like 2012. I was a very advanced reader, in the sense that I read the Throne of Glass books when I was 16, and nobody warned me that it switched from YA to new adult like that, and I am scarred for life. Okay, and the last I had a weird grudge against the Harry Potter books as a little kid and used my mom's books as a toy. I hope for your sake and for mine, mainly for your sake, that this is what... I hope you're just playing with me, because I did ask for unhinged ones, but I hope you're just playing with me. What? 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 I mean, I guess little you really sort of felt that the Harry Potter books didn't pass the vibe. You know what? I'm gonna text the person. Where's the person? I texted the person. You used the that I don't think that would have been very comfortable, would it? Okay, I'll update you. Update on the Harry Potter confession. I texted the person and they answered back that it was true. Do with that information what you will. I have no words. Honestly, this... You guys do not understand. I was like... I did not expect this to be true. And then tomorrow, said person is going to see my reaction because this video is going up tomorrow. Fingers crossed. And I just absolutely lose it. Okay, so that's the update. It's true. They actually did use their mom's copies of the Harry Potter book as toilet paper. Because they had a grudge against the Harry Potter books. Bye. That is actually very funny, and I don't know how to react to that. You used your mom's... I mean, I guess little you was like, Harry Potter does not pass the vibe check. But using it as... using it as toilet paper? Are you serious? Did you just like... you know what? I don't want to know. Thank you for watching. Comment down below what you think about any of these confessions. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon to be notified every time I post. I try to post every Tuesday, Thursday. You can follow my Instagram for any more updates, just in case like the video doesn't want to export properly or something, which is what I had yesterday when I was trying to upload the bookish challenge that features my little brother. Check out all my other socials, and of course comment down below your not very anonymous book confessions, because everyone will see your name, so they'll know who it is. And I will see you next time. Bye.